Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Luna's Letter. I'm Dorothy. For those who haven't known me, welcome. And of course, if you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. Pardon me if my voice is quite stuffy at the moment. I suddenly noticed that my voice is not that well recently. Anyway, I will still be serving you guys with gorgeousness and with magic. For now, I had come up of an idea that I would give you these kinds of short readings, probably, but yeah, brief readings to say, and I would call this segment as Luna's letter. So, what is Luna's letter for you, Taurus? We will be using the oracle, and of course, I would be picking few tarot cards to explain the brief message or the prediction that Luna's letter would give you. Especially, I thought of this idea because since Akshatritya, or the exaltation of the sun and moon in their perfect placements in all zodiacs, will happen on May 10th, and especially the new moon will happen on Barani, on Taurus. So it is actually auspicious for manifestation if you are someone who is really open, or who is interested, or who is really someone that is doing those kinds of rituals in these kinds of days. Okay, so like I said, if you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below, and you would be guided to see the different services that Luna Setter offer, their prices, the deliveries of readings, and all those things. Okay, so um, we would be starting now your reading. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't be showing a lot of those picture because these cards are quite explicit themselves. Oh, okay, okay, that's enough. Okay, so first in the top, sexual union. Well, this is, and actually doesn't mean the sexual union. It means it's really sexual union. Okay, Taurus, sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So this is about just telling you, this times when a lot of people have the kind of misconception with regards to, what do you call this, with regards to sexuality or intimacy, especially intimacy. They always thought that it's about sexual things. No, having to be intimate with to someone or to your partner is having to be that, to having that kind of confidence, that trust of becoming vulnerable to someone. It is very easy in this generation to remove clothes, yes, and to have one night stand, yes. No tea, no shade with those people, but I'm just saying the reality check in here, that a lot of people have the tendency to be just very confident in removing their clothes, but it's not easy for this generation, or not just in this generation, especially. It's not easy in general, in any generation to say, in any time to say that, enable for you to be naked, metaphorically speaking, to be transparent, to be vulnerable to someone. Because in this life up until now, a lot of people would still try to be someone else, or try to portray someone in particular, because they do not have the capacity to be vulnerable with a certain person, because it's hard for them to trust, or because of this generation also, that it can also be quite deceitful or trustworthy and all those things. So those kinds of things, it really has a lot of underlying factors. But just to say, honor the place in one another. It's about having to accept someone, not only in the physical aspect, but in all aspects to say, especially if you are in connection with someone, especially in love connection. So yeah, be able to honor the place of one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. It's about having to be connected, not only in the physical realm. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So for others who are looking for a soulmate, or who is interested in looking for a soulmate. A lot of people have this kind of um excitement regards to soulmate, but yeah, having to see or having to meet your soulmate doesn't always have to be someone who completes you. You cannot be complete, or you cannot feel completeness when you yourself have not been through that inner, what do you call this, that inner work that you have to go through, because you cannot be truly loved if you cannot even love yourself, if you cannot be truly accepted, or you cannot expect acceptance from other people if you cannot even accept yourself. So that's one of those kinds of um proverbs or things, of course, to be reminded of. Okay, so it give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. I've seen this through Aries, so probably you are um you may be connected with an Aries if ever. Know that you deserve to be and have all the heart you truly desire. So this is about having to be grateful, to have gratitude with what you have at the moment, with what you will have also in the future. And this is about also surrendering whatever your desire, your heart truly desires. This is like I said, if you have been watching my videos, if you are somehow been here for quite some time, I am teaching how people manifest, in a sense like, you when you manifest, this is about having to be, what do you call this is about having to be um confident enough that you know what you want, you are certain of what you want, but you are also confident that regardless of whatever happens or what the result would be in the future, you would be okay. Regardless if you would get your prayer or your heart's desire at the given moment, or you would receive something else. So you would just be, what do you call this? You would be confident regardless, because you know that the universe itself has more plans, or knows something that many of us doesn't actually have the capacity to explain. So yes, friendship. So what I'm seeing here, after, even though I haven't really read what's the friendship in, probably the soulmate of yours is will be one of your friends, or who will be in one of your friend groups. So just be in the lookout of them, because sometimes of course, yeah, soulmate does really exist in our friend group. So probably you have someone close to your heart that you would really see how they've been, have witnessed your growth, have witnessed your weak excuse me, had witnessed your weakness to to your strongest aspects in life. So those kinds of things. Going back, let's read. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So do you believe those kinds of things, that it is also important for us to, like, what do you call it, those kinds of quotes in Bridgerton, if you're if you guys are reading or watching Bridgerton, this is a part where Violet Bridgerton, a viscount, former viscountess Violet Bridgerton, says to Daphne in the season one, also in season two, wherein she tells her child, to Daphne and to Anthony, that the greatest relationship comes from friendship. So it would also be applied in season three, wherein Colin Bridgerton would be clarifying that to her mother, asking if it's always applicable, but her mother also said that it would still depend. Just, what do you call this? Just believe what your heart desires. So those kinds of things. So I'm seeing, probably this is telling you guys, if ever you are in partnership with someone, that nurture also the time for you guys to be friends with, or to know someone deeper. Yes, so those kinds of things. So now we'll be using the Light Sears Tarot, yeah, my spiritual deck, and we will be seeing what's Luna's letter for you, Taurus. I feel really bad about my voice at the moment. It feels like I need to drink some ginger to remedy this voice of mine because it feels sore at the moment. But so far, the audio, I've tried to listen to the audio of my video and Aries, and it feels like it's okay, it's fine. But yeah, I still want to feel much more comfortable whenever I'm working. Okay, so regardless, that just flipped. What else? Okay, this is the part. Temperance. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. Pardon me if I'm that kind of person who wants things aligned. This is the Virgo in me. Yes, I'm all 12 zodiacs. If you're interested. Okay, so this is the reverse, and I'm gonna get the reverse. Okay, I don't do reversals, but this is just something I would consider if ever it would be. Oh, okay. You know, I think you are dealing with an Aries. Okay, I've seen this in a pre-shuffle. It really appeared. So, Dorothy, what is Luna's letter for us, Taurus? Okay. Okay, the cards are not aligned. I told you I have a Virgo in me. The organization, the perfection, all those things. Of course, the Libra itself also. Anywho, the Temperance itself, it tells us, sorry, at the present moment, you are someone who is working on themselves in a spiritual manner. You've been, what do you call this? You've been balancing and you've been assessing yourself, both your weakness and your darkness, your light and your dark, your weakness and your strength, all those things. The yin and yang, you've been manifesting those kinds of things. I don't know if I'm doing magic in some sort of thing. That's what I'm doing in my hand. But I'm reading this, um, the moon and the sun. And like I said, Akshaya Tritiya happens. The sun is in Aries, the moon is in Taurus. It's the best auspicious placement they would be in. So you are probably someone I'm seeing here that you would be doing your ritual, or you would be really connected with the cosmos. You are really someone who is really spiritual at the same time hearing it. And also you are someone who is highly balanced with a lot of things. Taurus. With the Knight of Pentacles, you are also I'm gonna give this to a reading here. Nine of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords. I'm seeing here in reverse. You are finally in the state of your life that you are already, you will be if you ever, of course, I focus on prediction. You are someone who is already confident with whatever you have in your life. You know your worth, you know what you can give to the table. You have been thriving with a lot of things, not just only financial, but in any aspect. You are abundant in your personal life, in your love. I mean, in all aspects. When we say abundant, this is not always about materialistic things. This is also about having to be content with yourself, having to know the things that you can give to the table with someone in a connection. You're just so confident, and a lot of people have the tendency to see how you've been very glowing and very happy with this. Now, eight of swords here. When we do this in inverted kind of way, it means that you are in a sense that you are still insecure. You have, of course, a lot of us has those kinds of times in our life that we still have insecurities. But now, even though you still might have some insecurities, you are more inclined into having, you're more aware of what you need to do, especially if you would have these kinds of insecurities or attacks. So you have more control with yourself now, and you are more aware of what you can give to the table. And what you need to do is, if ever there would be these kinds of breakdowns that would happen or occur in your life, you have been working and prioritizing yourself for quite some time, and that's good, Taurus. Three of Pentacles here and the Five of Wands. You have been. I'm not saying the Five of Wands in general in regards to the traditional tarot is about arguments, but what I'm seeing here is that you have been socializing with a lot of people at the same time. You have been busy with your life, with whatever endeavors that you are focusing on, regardless if this is academics or this is your business or just your personal goals and dreams. Yeah. And from what I'm seeing, also you have been cutting or you've been picking people left and right, whichever these people in your life is worth staying or not. Okay, so I'm seeing you've become more wiser with regards to how you deal with people and how you choose your people, the people in your circle to be in. So Taurus, that's the reading for you guys today. If you like this segment that I've been doing, just please click like, subscribe to the channel so that you would not miss any videos, and of course posts that I will be posting in the future. Okay, thank you and goodbye.